Yeah, DAX. I got the close at 8:30. Yeah, so we've come down to 8:30 already. In theory, there shouldn't be a lot between the euro yen and the DAX. We'll see. DAX has got a lot to do to climb above this 200 EMA now, after that dramatic drop last Friday morning. So if we reject this 850, then we could be coming back down to retest those lows, and a strong euro might contribute to that. Euro US dollar, similar story, similar sort of pattern as you'd expect. So I'm watching this one. Let's get these markets open. And before the markets open, so a quick look at the FTSE. FTSE very similar to the DAX. So yeah, very similar pattern to the DAX. Same story. Potentially, we've got no UK data today. Only what have we got? In fact, by the time the market's open, the only thing we've got is Italian inflation at 10 and then US GDP at 130. So by the time we open, really we're just waiting on US data. So it might be a slippery morning. Okay, and I ideally want this to come down to 884 again, to dip underneath this, come back to yeah, something like 75, 80, and then run. Okay, so let's just see what the open gives us. DAX dipping a little at the moment. Pounds okay. It looks like we're going to open with a 15-minute hammer. So let's just see what they want to do with it. The lower close. Okay, so we're coming to the market with a 60-minute, with 2-3 hours of lower closes. So let's see what they want to do with it. DAX is popping up a little. So this is yesterday's close. Tell me what you think of the DAX. If you are going to trade the DAX, then you have a look and see what you see. So at the moment, hovering around this area here. Looking to, there's a lot of support here. There's a big area, so looking to buy this. If it holds. Not a lot going on at the moment. Pound's opened up a little weak. Okay, I'm gonna nibble here. Well, I'm gonna take a position if this holds. So let's just get this range sorted out. Not a lot going on at the moment. Right, you can see on this 15-minute chart we're just coming into a very decent area of support. We've just got some air underneath us on that on this 60-minute down to 870. DAX is not doing much at the moment. Okay, just a reminder for those who've joined us, we're just looking at the yen pairs, particularly the euro yen, because we had a good day yesterday, so we're just looking to see if we can buy a pullback. And this pink line you can see is yesterday's close. So if we get confirmation this area is holding, I am buying. Not had a chance to mark off the range yet because we've not got the first 5-minute bar. DAX is dropping. DAX is not holding. Everybody in the DAX. Okay. Again, the DAX is potentially just going to come and test that 830. If you want to trade the DAX, I suggest you look very closely at that 830, 825, 830. I'm keeping an eye on this one. And then I'll start to mark off the ranges. Okay, I'm going to buy this close level at 895. Okay, so I've just gone along this one now. It's a small position at the moment. I can see the pound yen's picking up already. DAX is coming back down to that close. Now I can see the pound yen's already up for 10 plus pips, so I'm hoping there's going to be some follow through on this one. Right, so we've got a range here. So the open range is sitting around last night's close. I'm going to take last night's close off now because it's sort of redundant. Euro US is holding up nicely. This is a huge area, 200 EMA, last night's close, and a pullback into a bullish run yesterday. So let's just hope that all combines to bring the buyers in. Okay, I'm going to sit in that while I look at the DAX. DAX is just breaking underneath yesterday's close. 800 will be a logical place. If you've got a big number hanging around, that'll be a logical place to get in. If this, let me take last night's close off actually to make sure we don't confuse ourselves. If we come into the top of this area here, 840, 850, and don't hold, then I would look to the short side because it's got a lot of congestion above. So I am keeping an open mind as to the direction of this because of the weight of the pressure after of the moving averages after that drop. Okay, so back to the euro yen, slightly underwater. At the moment breaking, so I potentially got it. It looks as if I've got ahead of myself here. Coming into that low, stop is just a few pips under this, so that is not a good start. DAX not doing much. Now, have I just got ahead of myself, or is this going to roll over? Gold's come off some after that test of the high. So, I mean, I would just be very, very wary that this may want to come and test the big number. I did this last week and traded the range, took the long, a very, very similar price, and it came and tested 800, stopped me out and ran like crazy. So if I'm going to trade the DAX, I'd be much, much happier if they came down to 800. Okay, so that's my plan for that one. I am about to just get back to my entry level here on this one. If I'm right about this one, I think this could really run. If you look at the daily, yeah, we've had pretty nice bottoming pattern here, followed by a run. So if this is wave 1, this is potentially wave 2. If wave 2 is over, then this should be wave 3, and wave 3 should be about that length. So wave 3 could take us potentially up to 1300 if I'm right. Okay, so we've got a bottoming tail on the 5-minute chart as we get to the first 15-minute close. DAX is beginning to show willing. But look at this congestion above us. I still think at the moment we're rejecting the 200 EMA on that 5-minute chart. So let me know what you are doing with that if you are trading that. fact, I'm just going to put an alert down here for 800. And watch this one. That's what the 2-hour chart looks like. The 2-hour chart's got this 20 moving average underneath it, following yesterday's break. I'm just trying to work out where I got fibs from on that. Okay. Yeah, so you can see yesterday we were hitting 50%. Now we're hitting the 20-day moving average on this 2-hour chart. DAX is not doing a lot. Pound yen is stronger. Otherwise, pretty quiet. Yeah, like I said, we've got this US data at 1:30, and that's the next tranche of data, really. Okay, I'm going to go quiet because I'm just gibbering. I will scan while I go quiet and then come back to you at the bottom of at 8:30 UK time. Just a reminder, if you are scalping, then I would look for that 200 MA at 920, and if you are a DAX trader, yeah, it's a weak 15-minute close, so yeah, I still reckon that we may see 800. If you look at the 2-hour chart, it clarifies things a little for me. Yeah, I just think that's a logical place for that to go to. However, just watch this area. So we've come down to 820 so far. Okay, so Euro Yen grappling with 900. Showing a little bit of profit in there, not much. I will start to build a position on that if that works. Pound yen working better. And what else we got? DAX is showing some decent signs. Euro yen beginning to catch a bit of a bid now. You can see that 917 is going to be a potential tough spot for this one, and could well see this fading back down to 900 again. So bear that in mind. You know, are you a scalper, or are you a position trader intraday, or are you looking towards the end of the week when this might creep, who knows, back up to one of these levels up here? You can see on this chart that that is a logical place to get out. Bit of a channel going on there, so yeah, 920, 930, take this to the top of that channel. Okay, so at the moment we're closed above the range, and we are just pulling back into the range. DAX is really quiet at the moment. I like the US dollar yen. This was my sort of chart of the week at the weekend. So let's just look at what that's doing. That's already pretty much the same pattern. I would like to see the US come in and push that a bit lower to give me a chance to get in lower on that one as well. I don't want to get overloaded on the yen, but I do think these are potentially good pairs. So you can see we're coming to the bottom of the fib zone on this one already. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. What I did mean to do is this. So this is the zone. So at least 12 would be a gift for me if we can get as low as that. At the moment we don't look as if we can. Let's see. Very quiet morning. Very, very quiet morning. Now, is this a powerful break and fade? Let's see. Right. See you at 1:30. Okay, nearly lost track of the time there. It's building. It's building well. Like I said, what I think is likely to happen, which I hope is going to happen, I hope we're bouncing to something like 18 to 20 and retrace back down to 900. And then as the day wears on, potentially break up to 50, 18, who knows, potentially. So the next step is to close above this level here, if this is going to work. Otherwise, if we come and hit this and we start getting some sell signals, this could still roll over. Yeah, we've had some pushes into resistance, they dropped, pushes, so we have been waving down. It's just that the reason why I'm interested in this is because this has engulfed a lot of price action. So I'm just seeing if that can hold up there. Right, quick look at the DAX, which I don't think is doing much at all. At the moment, it's hard. That is a positive 15-minute close there. So it's not particularly bullish close, but it has held up nonetheless. I think there's 200, just so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 ways at the moment. So let's just see where they want to do it. So I'm going to sit tight and wait for targets to come in on the Euro Yen and keep my eyes peeled on this, on a dip into 800, because if you look at this chart, where are we? Well, that's across those highs. So let's see, that's why I'm holding back on that one. I have to say that pound yen is holding up better. So far that has been the better one. So let's hope the Euro yen catches up. That's a very bullish 15-minute close. So coming back into 900 seems logical to me. A little bit look at the FTSE in case there's any FTSE traders here. You can see 75.60 was crucial. We're literally on that support now. So we are literally on that level right now. So FTSE has got everything to do. Why am I looking at 2-hour charts? Just to get some bit more clarity into it. Look at 1 hour. Yeah, it's seen quite a decent drop. And the 1 hour on the euro yen has got it all to do as we pull back into this area. Okay, let's see if that holds. If it holds, I will add to my position and take it from there. Okay, I'll be with you because we're very light on data till we get that US data out of the way. So unless something happens, I am going to come back to you at top of the hour. If you are very bullish on this DAX, then consider at least dipping into this if we see a retest of 25, 20. Otherwise, yeah, I am still going to wait. I'm holding out for a move into 800. Okay, euro yen, we're tracing a little stronger there. Okay, so like I said, unless something happens, if we hold in here, I will be buying more euro yen. If I get stopped out on this range, then I'll stand aside and I will wait for a pullback on the DAX. Otherwise, not seeing, and I want to pull back on the US dollar yen. Okay, any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will come back to you at the top of the hour. Okay, talk to you later. So just for the video, you can see I've now got 2 positions in the euro yen. I'll continue to build if that works. We are holding the bottom of the open range at the moment, 50%. In a big move like this, touching the 50% and holding is very, very bullish. It's a question of, can we close above 900 and give ourselves, or let the markets give a nice buy signal in this 1 hour chart with the potential to at least retest the 200, and who knows, maybe even pop higher. Obviously even 20 up here, 17 and 20, 17, 18 area is a resistance area. DAX is very fragile at the moment. Euro is trying to hold up. Again, that's coming to a decent fib zone. That's coming to the bottom of the fib zone. That is potentially holding. Ideally, that would need to close above at least 85, if not 90, for that to creep back up and start to push higher. Pound US, little fragile, but potentially a 60-minute hammer on that. Let's see how we hold in the next few minutes and what the 15-minute bar it's going to give us. I'll just update that. The end of the month, sometimes you get a situation at the end of a month where a lot of buyers come in, a lot of contracts get bought up, before the month closes, before they close their books for this particular month. So no point in trying to second guess that. All we can do is just look and see where these charts are closing to see if that can give us what we need. And we had a very bullish 15-minute close in here, and we had a bearish 15-minute close. So I'm taking comfort from the fact that 895 has been tested and held, and we look as if with a couple of minutes to go to the close of the hour, we look as if we are going to hold up. DAX is still fragile, not doing much, but all these yen pairs are beginning to pick up. They're all very similar charts really, there's not a lot to choose between them. Had you picked up on, yeah, there is, if you're trading safely rather than aggressively, there would be very little between them. And the Euro yen is beginning to pick up a bit of a bid. I'm slightly above break even, not by much, but looking to see if that can build. About to get to the 60-minute close, so I'll stay here, keep the video rolling, and let's just see where we get to. Just not seeing a whole heap in this market apart from these yen pairs, which do appear to be holding. Okay, now in actual fact we have a marginally lower close in the 1 hour chart, so it's not as bullish obviously as I want. It is however a hammer-like bar, but this could so easily still come down, break this low, break 885 and drop. It's not convincing, but there are signs that that could hold, and that goes right across the board. There's no significant chart that I can see. In fact, the DAX looks even more bearish at this stage. As we break the support, we break this range, we could potentially come significantly lower. Because there's no more data to come out, so what I'm going to do is, you're welcome to sit here and catch sort of 30-minute updates, but all I'm going to do is sit in this position, do some work and wait and see if this pans out. Okay, so I will come back on stream. If you're still here in the room, I will come back at just before 1:30 and then 10 and then break off and wait and see what the US session gives us. Let's just look at the Dow and mark up the Dow. We don't get the main stream of data till the second half of the week. We'll start to get some UK data tomorrow. Very thin trading on this yesterday, very thin. If we come down to 800, similar to the DAX, if we come down to 800 I would be interested, otherwise you'd be having to buy very high. Yesterday's close was $8.30, so we're very close to yesterday's close. Yeah, like I said, I would want to dip into 800, even lower, sort of 790 before I bought that. So not much to report. The Euro yen is beginning to build up. You guys in any trades? Anybody in any trades? Anybody buying this DAX? Anybody selling the DAX? Anybody buying oil? Oil is interesting. I like oil here. I did suggest if we can see 52, 53, I'll be even more interested. I think that, yeah, we're getting lower highs up here at the moment, so I'm going to sit. I would like to buy a dip in that one. The Euro US dollar is holding up well. Decent 15-minute close off the bottom of the range, and the Euro Yen is just at 900 again. Okay, you're buying pound yen, not trading DAX. So we've got, yeah, that's a more positive. That's a very, very nice chart off of last week's low again. Yeah, you've got a chart that holds last week's low. That is very bullish. It could be very bullish. Likewise, at the moment, this is creeping up, so beginning to establish a little bit of profit. Not a lot, but some. And you can see my targets here. This is just my day trading account. Obviously, got other positions in other accounts. See, my first exit here is 947, and my second one is 995, which would potentially give me an income on this day trading account of 350 if this works. If it works. I'm not busting a gut on this. I'm not putting the house on the line. DAX. Now let's just look at this DAX. This is a fib area here, but yeah, nasty 60-minute chart. This could capitulate. All right, I'll be around for 9:30, 10. Otherwise, I will just sit on that. Okay, thanks for listening, and talk to you later if you are still in the room. Let me know what you're doing. Punch in if you're taking a trade, taking profits. Let me know what you're doing. It'd be interesting to hear that. All right, thanks, guys. Okay, quick skim of the markets at this stage. So my Euro Yen is not looking good at the moment. Until we close above 900, this, in fact, we just got a weaker 15-minute close. We are, all I can say for us Euro Yen bulls is the fact that we, at the moment, are holding 890. That's all I can say, because there's not much else going for us right now. Pound Yen is much better. That's just put in a positive bar. That's just dipping into this 1 hour higher close, so let's just see how that fares. DAX came back to test yesterday's low and is holding. That's put in a higher 15-minute close, so if you are a DAX trader, this may well be the point where you might want to get in. And any dip back into 800 might be a good place. Otherwise, just looking around the charts, not much else to show. So if you're interested in a DAX, I'm going to be patient and wait for another test of 800 and see if that holds. You're in the DAX, good. Okay, that's all I'm doing. That's my plan. That's what I'm up to. see you at the top of the hour, and then I will close the room. Right, thanks guys. Okay, and so just as we come up to the top of the hour, let's just have a look at what we've got here and just do a quick summary. Gap fill on this euro yen, yes. Holding the range, so far, yes. Holding the 15-minute 200 EMA, 200 moving average, I keep saying that, yes. 15-minute fibs, it's holding the 50%, so we'll give that a tick. And we've got a big round number. We can't quite tick that yet because we've not closed above it, so this is going to be crucial. And what else have we got? 60-minute fibs. They are holding, again, the 900 level is going to be crucial. We hold this area here, then we could potentially come and attack the 60-minute 50. What else have we got? We've got a trend line. I'll show you where that trend line is. If you look at this 2-hour chart, you will see the structure that I've drawn here. So what do we have here? We have a 3-wave reversal. 1, 2, 3. A funnel, which we broke out of yesterday, just testing now. So we can tick literally about, of my checklist, we can tick something like 10 items for the bulls. Now let's tick some boxes for the bears. This is under, it's under the daily 20 MA. It's in the downtrend. It is, what else can I say about it? In the daily, it's between the 20 and the 200, which always tends to give you a lot of chop. So if you're clear of one, you are potential high probability. If you're clear of both, you are much higher probability. You're on the right side of the trend. We are on the underside of the trend at the moment because of that 20 EMA. Okay, so that's why we are experiencing some shakiness. So what we need is this 900 to hold minimum. Back to the 1 hour. Now, have we got a higher close? Yes. So that's increased our potential, our probability. Certainly not guaranteed it. And you can see here on the 15-minute chart we have not closed above the 20-day moving average. Okay, so we can tick a lot of boxes for the bulls. We can also tick a few for the bears. So cautiously optimistic, but this could still roll over because the range is so narrow. We've got no more data until 1:30 for the US. DAX, nice trade off of yesterday's lows. Still a lower close. So we could come into 225, 240 and fade and roll over. Bear that in mind. All right, any questions? Anybody got any questions before I close the room? you can see why I suggest targets of 20 pips. But how we come out of it, the period here is important, and we have come out with a higher close. So let's see what we can do. Okay, no questions coming in, so I will let you have a copy of this recording when the next email goes out. So thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for listening. Final call for questions. No, okay. Watch out for that US dollar yen, and let's just see if this 900 can hold. All right, thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll be around in the Skype room. If you want to come in the Skype room, search for me under Trade the Easy Way, all one word, or mike@tradetheeasyway.com. Use my email, mike@tradetheeasyway.com. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.